Next point is ecosystem. Again, there is a beautiful story in the book that some NCC camp was attended by some child in the class, and he told them about his experience of the camp, what kind of surroundings he found there. So, what ecosystem actually means? Ecosystem is formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment. Physical factors, on one side, or physical and chemical factors on one side, and on the other side we have living organisms. So these living organisms and living factors, they interact with each other. At the same time, these living organisms also interact with each other. Plants interact with the moving living organisms like animals or human beings. Human beings contribute in the vegetation, so they interact with each other, and they interact with the physical as well as chemical factors of the environment. In this way, we all are linked to each other. We all are linked to each other, and we linked through transfer of energy and material. In this ecosystem, there is always transfer of energy and material. In your biology, you might have studied about transfer of energy from one trophic level to another trophic level. How does it take place? Okay. So I hope you understand now what ecosystem means. If you not understand it, or if you have any problem, you can ask me again, you can WhatsApp me, or you can give me a call. Okay. आगे चलें थोड़ा? Yes? Okay. Now, human environment. Human environment. Actually, human beings interact with the environment and modify it according to their need. You know it very well. The most important amongst the living and non-living organism is the human being. So human beings always change the environment as per their need and desire. In early times, human beings adapted the natural surroundings and they lead a very simple life. They used stone tools, they used to live in caves, they used to eat the, you can say, fruit from the nature. They were hunters and they used to eat flesh. But as the human civilizations grew, as they developed, they started using different resources in a better way, and that has resulted in modification of the human environment. You know, whatever type of equipments, whatever type of tools, whatever type of accessories, whatever types of commodities we use these days were not used by our forefathers some 100 years ago. There's a lot of change. You can discuss with your grandparents what kind of bags or water bottles, stationery items they used to have in their school age. Undoubtedly, you will be surprised to see that they will say, we did not have all these bags and water bottles to take up to the school. They had very simple bags, simple books, and even the classrooms were very simple or so simple. So that shows that there is always a change in the environment, and this change in the environment is brought by the human beings. Okay. So with the change in environment, we learned to grow crops, we domesticated the animals, we made vehicles, Now we started growing surplus food. This surplus food in the agriculture sector has given birth to the trade and commerce. This surplus food has compelled us to make the vehicles to transport food grains or other eatable commodities from one place to another place. That gave birth to the transportation system. With the passage of time, this transportation system became faster and faster. In between came the role of information revolution or information technology, where the communication became very easier as well as faster. I hope you might have seen lot of fruit, lot of eatable items which are not made or grown in your area, but you are able to enjoy it or enjoy all these things. So it is possible only because of a means of transportation as well as a communication. But one thing you must understand, dear students, here we can use the environment as per our needs and requirements, but we must keep in mind that this environment is for us. This environment is for our coming generations too. So we need to make judicious use of the resources. We need to make perfect harmony between the physical as well as man-made or natural factors. If we don't do so, definitely we'll have to face the consequences. So dear students, keep in mind that it's our surrounding that make our life possible, and we have to take care of our surrounding. Whatever kind of surrounding you create yourself, that will have its impact on your personality and your overall development as well as your health. So with this, the chapter is over. The chapter is very small. If you have any queries, please do feel free to interact with me through WhatsApp or through phone call. Thank you. Have a nice day.